guys. He might be doing that next time I give a presentation.
Okay, you guys, I'm ready whenever you are.
All right, ready, Ash?
Hi, my name is Ashley Porter with Greenwich 4-H. This is Carly Rose with Livermore FFA and Trisha Wicker with Livermore FFA. We are here today to invite you to attend and participate in the Alameda County Junior Livestock Auction on July 11, 2010.
4-H and FFA are youth organizations that teach us about leadership, responsibility, record keeping, and a lot of responsibility. We also achieve personal growth, proper work ethics, career success, and community service.
By being an FFA, we learn great responsibility by being class officers, participating in public speaking, being on the judging team, and also attending conferences. Not all 4-H and FFA members choose a career in agriculture, so we must become doctors, lawyer, law enforcement now. It's whatever we choose.
Trisha and I are both juniors at Livermore High. Right now we currently have a 4.0 grade point average. I show sheep and beef and Trisha shows sheep and pigs. And along with a lot of other members in these clubs, we do other activities. I'm on the varsity soccer team at Livermore High and Trisha's the varsity cheerleader. And last year we were on the livestock judging team and we placed 10th in the state.
Hi, my name is Ashley, and I do acrobatic gymnastics and do soccer, and I show breeding animals.
We learn a lot through these programs. We get to learn about selecting livestock and purchasing and budgeting our money. We have to make sure that we can afford our animals and then afford to pay for them all year long, so it's a lot of preparation and planning that goes into our budgeting. And then a lot of responsibility. We have to take care of our animals. We have to feed for them twice a day. It's our responsibility to make sure that they get fed. They don't get to just get their own feed. We have to feed them every day, twice a day, usually at the same time. And also a lot of us are able to have our animals on our own family ranches and stuff, but if not, there's a school farm located in Livermore, so people that live in town can also participate.
One of the animals we can bring to the fair are market swine. We buy them and they weigh around 70 pounds and they're considered feeder pigs. By the time we bring them to fair, they quadruple in size and they weigh around 265 pounds. Here's an example of a 4-H member's pig chart. When she bought her animal in March, it weighed 102 pounds, and by the time she brought it to fair in July, it weighed 258 pounds.
And those of us who take lambs to the fair, our lambs are born from December to February, and then we're able to purchase them in April. And as you can see, the ones that we take to the fair in the pictures, their wool is black when they're born, and then when we take them to the fair, their wool has turned white. And a little interesting fact is the ones with white faces are wool breeds, and the ones with black faces and legs are meat breeds. Market goats are becoming increasingly popular at our fair because their nutritional value in their meat are close to that of the chickens.
One of the most time-consuming projects brought to fair are market beef. You have them for around 10 months. You feed them 4,000 pounds of grain, 40 bales of hay, and by the time you bring them to fair, they are 18 months old and weigh around 1,200 pounds. The summary of taking a market animal to fair is purchasing a senior animal, taking care of it. We learn great responsibility with record keeping. We have to make sure how much they're gaining a week, and then we have to see how much we feed them a week. Believe it or not, we have to exercise animals, even we have to exercise our pigs. When we bring them to the fair, after showing them, we auction them off, and we hope to make all of our money back that we put into them. The money that we do get back is for ours to keep, and we put it in the bank for our college education or next year's project.
The bottom line for our animals, for us to break even, the people who take goats need $3.50 to break even. Those of us who take swine need $2. The people who take lamb need $3 a pound to break even. And the people who are taking beef need $1.75 a pound just to break even. The Alameda County Junior Livestock Auction was established in the early 1950s, and we bring in a professional judge, and they judge every single animal, therefore making sure that you get top quality meat. And only those deemed by the judge to be market ready are the ones that get to go through the auction. In the auction, we sell about 400 swine, beef, lambs, and goats. Oh, and the auction is like a real old-fashioned auction. They actually walk up through the auction block, the animals do, and then you sit in the stands with your bidder number and you get to put it up. And I've actually done it before with my aunt's card, and it's pretty fun. I got in a little bit of trouble, but it's very fun.
It's very easy to buy a market animal. You register, you obtain a buyer's number, you choose out the animal you would like to buy, and you hope to win your bid. It's also easy to pay. A 4-H or FFA member will come up with you with a buyer's voucher. You select a disposition of your purchase. Then you go to the livestock office and you pay for your purchase.
You might think that it's hard. There are 3 different things that you can pick in your disposition for your disposition of your animal. The first one is to get it processed, and it's actually really easy. The processor that you choose just calls you, and then you give them the specific cutting and wrapping instructions that you would like. For instance, if you want a 1-inch steak or a 3-inch steak, or 5 to a package or 6 to a package. And then they put it in a freezer and it's ready for you to get picked up. And some of them even deliver it to somewhere close where you live and you can pick it up from there. The next one is to resell it, and you can resell it back to the processing plant and then just pay the difference from the market price. And that's a really good option for businesses if you can't utilize the meat, but you still want to be advertised. That's a good one. And then the next option, you can take it home live and just have a cute little pet.
Here's an example of an invoice that the 4-H or FFA member will bring to you. It's almost all filled out for you, and you just have to select the disposition of your purchase. Ways to use your purchase. You can enjoy your top quality hand-fed market animal that you purchased with friends and family. You can also donate it to charity shelters and food banks. A person I know actually buys the animal from the fair, he pays for it to be cut and wrapped, and then he donates it to a food bank.
Your support as a buyer in our auction is vital to its continuance. It helps support us as kids. We've worked really hard all year long with these animals, and we've taken care of them for so long. And it allows us to reinvest our money into our next year's project so that we can continue to learn responsibility, and also into our college account so that we can go to college and be something important. And also, it's a great opportunity for you as a business because you get advertising in the newspaper, the internet, and the next year's auction brochure. Also, you should talk to your tax accountant about possible tax deductions that you can get. And what better, you get great tasting meat right from your freezer. And also, when we were practicing in front of my aunt and she told me that if she had the option to go to a business that supports the Alameda County Fair and the kids that are doing it, and some place that didn't, she's going to go to the place that supports the Alameda County Fair Junior Livestock Auction.
She can buy crash software.
Maybe. If you need help with proxy buying or partnering buying, we can help you with that. Like, for instance, my family, we usually get a half of a steer because we can't eat a whole one. So if you need some help with that, there are some names and numbers in our auction brochure that we'll be passing out to you, and please feel free to contact us if you need help with anything.
We thank you for this opportunity to educate you on how supporting today's youth produces tomorrow's leaders. We'd be more than happy to answer any questions you might have. We also have a brochure to hand out that answers many questions. Once again, on behalf of the 4-H and FFA members, thank you.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah, are there any organizations in Livermore that would take the meat? If we, for example, bought a cow and had it processed and gave away?
There are none in Livermore, but there are in, it doesn't.
Actually, the Open Heart Kitchen is set up to take donations of meat.
Oh, okay.
We already have it set up with them, and that is the place where